Well, good afternoon or good evening, everybody. If you are experiencing some unexplained, maybe headaches or body aches today, it's because of this intense area of low pressure. And as of about 5:30, the center of that storm center continues to intensify up near Kansas City, Missouri. And this is being measured in what's called millibars, and it's 986 is what it's sitting at. That's dropped a couple of numbers there into the Kansas City area. And if you follow the what we call isobars, it's just lines of equal barometric pressure. You follow it all the way down here into North Texas here from Dallas, Wichita Falls. Our pressure sitting at about 1,000 millibars, so it's certainly not as low as it is to the north, but still there's this extreme pressure gradient, and this can cause body aches and headaches, those kinds of things. If you suffer from weather-related illnesses like rheumatoid arthritis or migraine headaches, then this may be why if you're suffering a bit today. In addition to that, it's creating some really strong wind gusts, and this is as of around 5:30. We're kind of focused in from northwest Texas, southwest Oklahoma, all the way down into the Metroplex. If you take a look at these winds here, they're basically in the Metroplex around 40 to 50, but you go up into northwest Texas where they're a little more northwesterly here, and those winds are in the 35 to 60 mile per hour range, and it looks like these gusty winds are going to stick with us into at least the earliest part of the evening, but they should begin to at least come down in number some late tonight. But I do expect breezy conditions most of the night tonight. If we kind of look at these wind gusts here, we can put this into motion for you. Here we are at 8:30, and you can see those winds still gusting 40, 50, 60 miles per hour. But later tonight, you don't see the 60 mile per hour wind gust anymore, so the extreme winds begin to kind of leave the area. But even first thing in the morning, we're still breezy, and with cool conditions, it could be chilly first thing in the morning across a good part of the region here. Now, tomorrow afternoon, we're still seeing the breezy conditions, but not quite as windy. That big storm center is going to quickly move off to the east, and in its wake, we get an area of high pressure building in. So if you suffer from aches and pains, a rising barometric pressure tomorrow could also create some issues for you. Look at that big spin there to the north. Look at all that rain north and to the northeast of us here tonight. There were a few little showers earlier in the day. Looks like most of the rain with this system is gone. It'll continue to rain with some thunderstorm areas, squall line that developed over our region last night, moves across Louisiana, Mississippi, and into Alabama later tonight. Then you get on the cold side of that, and there's a big blizzard in progress across parts of the central plains and upper Midwest tonight, across Iowa into Nebraska. Some big snows expected down into North Kansas and even into the Kansas City area later tonight. Blizzard-like conditions up that way with all this wind and blowing snow. Nothing like that down our way, but again, it has been very, very windy. There's a high pressure I was talking about. I call it a weather good guy because it brings with it good weather. So tomorrow does feature better weather, but it's still breezy, as you saw earlier here. Now, we put this into motion for you here. We look ahead into Thursday, and we are back to breezy again, or we stay breezy, but this time it's a warm breeze with south winds. That big high is east of us now, and it's a progressive weather pattern, and here comes another storm center on Thursday, and that creates gustier south winds here into Friday. Now, there's a front that's going to try to drop down into the area at some point Friday and Saturday. Now, behind this front, the air is going to be a lot cooler. So, unfortunately, if you're hoping for a beautiful upcoming spring weekend, well, you just probably won't get it, not this go-around anyway, as it looks like it could be cool and maybe even wet. There's an area of low pressure, a big storm center that's going to be kind of crossing the area as we head into the weekend here, and that could bring with it some rain. Now, there are also some indications back on the cold side of this is a pocket of cold air located underneath the area of low pressure. There could be some snow falling across the Texas Panhandle back into New Mexico. Not uncommon to see that in early March. Sometimes there can be some big snows, not only in the Rocky Mountain states, but you can also get them in the Texas Panhandle. You get these big upper-level storm centers, a lot of energy with them, and underneath it, oftentimes you can get pockets of cold air and precipitation that can drag that cold air down to the Earth's surface. There could be some snow. We'll keep an eye. Some weather information tries to bring a little bit of that into northwest Texas, but as of right now, I'm not forecasting that. But you can see the showers. They continue off and on Saturday into maybe even early Sunday morning, but this pattern may keep us cool, especially on Saturday. If we track these temperatures here, this is on Wednesday. Temperatures tomorrow, let's say 50s and 60s here. We should see 60s and 70s as we head into Thursday with those south winds here returning. Then we get into Friday and we warm back up, but here we go Saturday. There's that area of low pressure. There's that cooler weather moving in, and we're looking at 40s and 50s, maybe even 30s back off to the west. Maybe a little bit bit warmer on Sunday, and we do warm back up early next week. I had some people asking me about the polar vortex. Maybe they're seeing some stuff floating around on social media saying that here towards the middle of the month it could bring some more cold weather. Well, I don't really have anything extreme in the forecast for our region, but typically speaking, around spring break or usually kind of around mid-March, there is another shot of chilly air, and we'll probably see that again this year. But as of right now, as of this recording anyway, this is on Tuesday, March the, what is this, 4th here? March the 4th. But I don't see anything in the way of major cold air heading our way. It looks like a progressive weather pattern. There'll probably be some more shots of severe weather in the upcoming weeks across the deep south. I don't know if that'll include us, but it certainly will be something to keep an eye on. But in the meantime, the big story is the wind. The wind's going to be dying down at least a little bit, but ups and downs with temperatures into the weekend, and more off and on gusty winds from time to time. Hey, everybody, I hope you have a great night, and thanks for watching me and following me.